Coming at you right between the ears is HitClips. Music to get you grooving. HitClips is a slick micro music system. This type package is small, but pumps out monster sound.
What is up, my fellow throwbackologists? Welcome to Retro Vault. Today, we're diving into one of the most bizarre but iconic gadgets of the early 2000s. No, it's not a Beyblade, not a Tamagotchi. We're talking about the mini music machine that every kid either had or wanted. Tiger Electronics HitClips. Now, for those of you too young to remember, maybe those of you who repressed the memory, HitClips was a little device that played a whole 60 seconds of a song. Yep, not the whole song, just a little taste. Enough to get you hooked, but not enough to get you totally sick of it. I know, it sounds ridiculous now, but back then, HitClips was cutting edge. I mean, a minute of Britney Spears in your pocket? How lucky. So, blow off those old cartridges, put on your best Y2K outfit, and get ready to groove as we dive into the 2000s 60-second bangers that were HitClips. Let's flash on back to 1999. Tiger Electronics, who was already making a killing off their handheld games and Furbies, saw an opportunity. They realized kids wanted music, but here's the twist. MP3 players weren't mainstream yet. CD players were bulky, and cassette players? Not as cool as the digital world that was coming up. So, Tiger created HitClips. HitClips launched in 1999. Just as NSYNC and Britney Spears were basically owning the world. The idea was simple. Little cartridges with a tiny snippet of a song. Pop it into your HitClips player, clip it onto your belt, and you were the coolest kid in math class. Well, kind of. Because 1 minute of sound? They could have called it Tease Clips. But hey, it worked. Tiger had these things everywhere. In toy stores, in fast food Happy Meals, even vending machines. And soon, every kid had at least one HitClips in their backpack. Now you might be wondering, why just 60 seconds? I mean, did the rest of the song not fit? Well, kind of. Actually, HitClips used compressed mono audio files, squeezed down to 1 megabyte or less. It was like trying to stuff your entire lunch into a snack-sized baggie. Not ideal, but hey, it technically worked. The clips were just long enough to get the chorus and maybe part of a verse. So basically, all the most memorable parts, none of the filler. Though some kids probably thought, wait, is this the whole song? Is there like a remix I didn't know about? But nah, it was just really compressed. I guess you could say Tiger Electronics pioneered the introvert DJ experience. Just enough music to show you had great taste, but not enough to actually entertain anyone. Let's talk about the hype and how Tiger milked it. Once they had the attention of every preteen with TRL on speed dial, they got the rights to the hottest tracks. Pretty soon, you could hear a minute of the Backstreet Boys, Destiny's Child, and even Aaron Carter. Yeah, that's right. You didn't have Aaron Carter's I Want Candy on HitClips. Were you even a kid in the 2000s? These little things were everywhere. McDonald's, toy stores, and even in vending machines. And Tiger had all kinds of gadgets to play them on, from boomboxes to mini CD players that only played HitClips. Because why play actual music when you could play HitClips, right? It was like playing music out of a tin can with strings. But we didn't care. If you had a HitClips boombox, you were practically running a nightclub in your room. Now, here's where HitClips took things up a notch. The HitClips discs. Say that 5 times fast. Around 2002, Tiger Electronics introduced these mini CDs that could hold a whole 2 minutes of music, doubling the playtime of the original cartridges. It was almost revolutionary for HitClips fans. Finally, more of that favorite song without having to hit replay every 60 seconds. Each disc held around 4 songs, with each track clipped down, so you got the choruses or the best parts. For kids who were used to the 1-minute teaser, HitClips discs felt like having a mini playlist. Of course, 2 minutes still wasn't quite the album experience, but at the time, it felt like Tiger was answering the big question: what if we had more of NSYNC on us at all times? Now, all good things, or all barely functional mono audio gimmicks, must come to an end. By the early 2000s, MP3 players like iPod were starting to emerge. And guess what? They played entire songs! What a concept.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen.
MP3 players were simply better. Better sound quality, full-length songs, and even customizable playlists. HitClips were fun. But when you could fit a whole library in your pocket instead of a pocket full of plastic, the choice was pretty clear. HitClips quickly became less cool accessory and more weird thing we left in our backpack. By around 2003, HitClips had pretty much hit the end of the line. They had their moment, but tech had moved on, and so did we. So, the HitClips era came to an end, just like many great novelties of its time. So, what's the legacy of HitClips? Well, if you look them up on eBay, there's some selling for a decent chunk. Nostalgia doesn't come cheap, but it's also a reminder of just how far tech has come. From the days of mono audio clips to full libraries at our fingertips, HitClips were a quirky, if not slightly ridiculous, step in our musical journey. So next time you're browsing your playlists, take a second to remember the days of 60-second jams, where the HitClips were king. And hey, if you still have one lying around, maybe give it a play. You'll remember exactly why it was both awesome and kind of a terrible idea. We hope you enjoyed today's trip into the Retro Vault. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future trips into the vault. And don't forget to check out our other Tiger Electronics videos on Furbies and handheld LCD games. All right, we will check you next time. Be safe.